Alrighty guys, today I'm going to be trying something that's a little bit different for this channel. Usually I'm just uploading whatever kind of random things I clip, but today we're going to be going over 3 things you need to be doing while Aura is still in office. Now, the first thing we are going to want to be talking about is Diana, and it is important to mention that Diana is only active for about another 2 days, and that's because it's part of 30 Virus's perk. Now, if we are lucky, maybe another minister will pick Diana to be one of their perks, but for now, assume this will be gone in about 2 days. Alrighty, so I'm going to be doing about an hour's worth of Diana, testing that out and seeing what I can drop, and then I'll show you guys the loot at the end. Maybe some brain food incoming? Nothing. Alright, can we loot share Kim maybe? Nope. Oh, Inquisitor. Give me the Chimera. Nothing. Another King Minos. This party has gotten so many of these. Probably from Aura's bonus tracking. Definitely helps with that. And nothing. Ooh, King Minos. Okay. Nothing. Oh, we got our Inquis. Come on, I'm due. Oh. This is an interesting spot to see an Inquis spawn for sure. Maybe we can loot share Kim. I think I'm due. Nope. Oh my goodness, we got some brain food. Let's go. Oh, Daedalus stick. Oh, Inquisitor. Give me the Chimera. Nothing. No way we just dropped a Minos Relic. That is actually crazy. Alright, a Sphinx. Could possibly get some brain food. And nothing. Got another ink here. Hopefully we can maybe loot share something. And nothing. Alright. This is probably the last ink I spawn. Only about a minute left on my hour timer. Let's see if we can get a Chimera. Oh my goodness. King Minos. Okay. We have to hope and pray. Alright, we're gonna do our Pharaoh swap. One more time. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, let's go! Oh my god! Alright, so as you saw from the clips there, we did end up getting pretty lucky. Now, unfortunately, we didn't drop a Chimera, so that does kind of suck. Alright, so in here, we have all of the drops from approximately 1 hour of Diana. Up here are, well, not useless, but pretty much worthless drops. In here, we have the guaranteed drops. And then down here, these are the 3 that made the most money. Obviously, the Shimmering Wool is 480 mil. Minos Relic is 62 mil. And then about 10 mil for the Brain Food. Now, altogether, it's about 574 mil. Now, I would not say that everyone is going to be making 600 mil an hour, as that's just very unrealistic. But from what I've seen, Diana, especially with Aura, can average out to about 90 mil an hour, meaning it's a pretty good money making method. Alright, so another thing you could do to boost your profits during Aura, if you don't like Diana or maybe you don't have a party, I would say is Tarantula Slayer. Now, the reason Terra Slayer is so good right now is because of the buff to the RNG meter. If you go to your RNG meter and make sure you have Silk applied, it is possible to make crazy amounts of money right now. Alright, so the best way to spawn your Terras is to just go to the Crimson Isle and spawn them over here with the Flaming Spiders. Now, once your boss spawns, you're just going to want to DPS it. And now, using a Mosquito Bow, you're going to want to kill these hatchlings here, as the Mosquito Bow does 3x damage. Alright, hit it again. You'll go back into the next hatchling phase. Make sure you don't die to the bats. And easy as that, I even got some Toxic Arrow Poison as a bonus. Oh, Ensnared Snail, nice. Bane 6, I suppose that's not bad. Ooh, some Toxic Arrow Poison, not bad, not bad. Oh, okay, Vial of Venom, not bad. Okay, we got a Flash Water, nice. Boom! Shriveled Wasp, that's a nice 13 mil profit. Alright, so this one is going to be the last boss. We have hit the hour mark. See if we can get something on the last boss here. Oh, Bane of Arthropod 6. Not really worth anything, but still a rare drop. Alrighty guys, so officially done with 1 hour of Tarantula Slayer. Now all of the loot is right here in front of me, so I'll go ahead and open that up. Alright, so the main thing here is 87 Tarantula Silk, worth about 30.2 mil. We got an Ensnared Snail, worth about 6.5. Shriveled Wasp for about 15. Fly Swatter, 500k. Tarantula Catalyst, also 500k. 2 Bane 6 books, basically worthless. Vial of Venom, worth about 4 mil. And a Terror Talisman, worth about 300k. Everything in here is worth a total of 55.1 mil. But if you also look, I have about 6,500 Tarantula Web, and that is worth about 15.8 mil. So overall, Tarantula Slayer is really not that bad, considering it's a solo money-making method, as I was able to make about 70 mil an hour. Alright, so the third way we'll be looking at to maximize profits during Aura is actually dungeon-related. Now, specifically, the floor we are going to be looking at today is Master Mode Floor 5, and this is because of both the third Master Star from your RNG meter, as well as secondary drops like Legion and Overload. So I'm going to be doing about 25 Master Mode Floor 5 runs, and we're going to see how much we can make. Alrighty, so unfortunately, while trying to clip M5, it was actually quite hard to get my drops, as I basically just rerolled everything in Croasis and didn't actually open much in runs, so there was only those like 2 clips there. But here is everything we dropped, so mainly the 3rd Master Star, Shadow Assassin Chestplate, and a Shadow Assassin Cloak, as well as the 7 Legion books, and then 5 Overload books. So basically everything here is about 57.4 mil. Now that isn't including what it costs to get from the chest. Unfortunately, M5 isn't as good as the other 2 methods in this video, however you are getting Kata XP at the same time. Alrighty, so that will do it for today's video. I appreciate everyone who stuck around and watched the end. I know it might have been pretty rough as this was my first real video, but thank you, and make sure to subscribe and like the video.